for anyone who wants a challenge in their training right now. I'm about to show you a routine, which is 400 weighted dips. So we're gonna do all the 400 dips weighted, as I said. And this is not just gonna be like an extra 22 pounds and do the 400 dips that way. No, it's about to be 400 dips of heavy weighted dips, except for the last part. It's gonna be the most difficult push workout that you have ever done if you actually try it, if you got to push it. But I'm gonna go for it right now, and y'all gonna see every single set. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, little pre-physique right there. You feel me? Looking pretty healthy though, I ain't gonna lie, man. Woo-wee. Shit. Yeah, good. Alright, let's get it. 400 weighted dips. I've never done this routine completely. I've done other ones, but this is one of the routines that I'm pretty scared of because we're starting off with 50 kg. But fuck it, let's get it anyways. I'll see you at the garden. Check out Gore Nation right now. The link is in the bio. 10% off with the code BARS10 on all the equipment out there. Go get it right now. Surprise your friends, surprise yourself. Hell yeah, let's get it. Okay, here we are, y'all. Today was one of the biggest push days I have ever done. I have done these routines in the past before where I was doing 5 sets of this and then 5 sets of that and then 5 sets of this and then 5 sets of that and just basically keep going until I was at like the lowest number or the lowest weight. And today I was like, you know what? Let me go start a weekly split doing that exact shit again. So, as y'all been knowing, I have recently been going back to push-pull legs again, which is my least favorite split. But when it comes to street lifting and high volume calisthenics and, you know, focusing on minimalist training, so just a couple of exercises in your inventory, I do like it. I can't lie, right? So right here, this workout was probably one of the most difficult dip and chest workouts in general I have done ever. So we first started off, as you can see, with 5 sets of 12 with 50 kg in total. So 5 sets of 12 with 50 kg in total is already crazy. It was 20 kg worth of the weight vest, and then I had 20 kg with the weight belt, also from Gore Nation. So that was, no, I had 30 kg on the belt, by the way. So yeah, on the belt. So that was 50 kg in total, and I did 5 sets of 12. So this set was probably the most difficult because doing 5 sets of 12 with 50 kg already in the gym when I was still working out frequently at the gym was already quite difficult. And those dip bars were high, so I could just fully stretch out my legs on that. But right here, it felt even more difficult because I had to weight on top, I had to weight below. It just felt like an overall more difficult exercise because of the weight vest and because of, you know, the kettlebell underneath, and it was starting to swing. It all made it more challenging. I had to, of course, bend my knees because the dip bars aren't high. It was way more difficult. But I can't lie, I got these new dip bars. As you can see, they're these black ones, right? They're way higher than the ones I used before, which were from Decathlon. Is that how you call it? I know it's called Decathlon in Dutch, right? But Decathlon, I don't know, it's something like that, right? I got it for like 50 bucks. These are the Gore Nation dip bars, and these are arguably the best, not even arguably, the best dip bars that I have ever used and seen in the calisthenics equipment world ever. Absolutely favorites. I'm definitely going to keep on using them. Am I recording, by the way? Okay, I am. So yeah, man, I did 5 sets of 12 on these, and this is definitely going to be a staple of mine. Like using these dip bars, bro, in every single pull routine, push routine, even legs when I'm doing pistol squats and I'm holding on to the dip bars. Like I can literally do everything on these, bro. So yeah. But yeah, the first round that we did today with the dips was 5 sets of 12. This was, as I said, the most difficult one. And after this, we moved on to the 5 sets of 14 with 40 kg, 90 pounds. And that was basically just a weight vest and 45 pounds in between my legs. And let me tell you, bro, this routine, like, I don't know why I love it so much. It's probably because I'm a very big contender on like minimalist training. I like when I train with just a couple of exercises and that's it. It makes me feel good. If I do like 10 exercises or 20 exercises in one training, it makes me feel like I'm not doing anything. I want to stay dedicated on 1 or 2, maximum of 3 to 4 exercises in a single session in order to really fulfill myself as with the training, right? So that's what I like to do. I've always been doing it that way. That's just something that, you know, I don't know. It's just my mind. My mind just says, yo, you got to do a maximum of 4 exercises and no more. That's just what I like to do. And it was the same thing. I did 2 exercises. I did dips and I did ring push-ups, which y'all are going to see later in this video. That's a funny little part of the video. But yeah, as you can see, by the way, also, I'm being very honest. I'm broke a lot of times, right? So I didn't even probably do 400 dips in total. I probably did like 390 probably, right? Because there was like a couple of sets that I did in the 5 sets of 12, also in the 5 sets of 14 and the 16, where I broke sometimes. So there was like a couple of times where I didn't even get to 12. I got to like 11 or something on the 4th set probably. Right here, as you can see, boom, failure. Oh, by the way, oh shit, look at him, look. Oh yeah, extend those arms out, boy. Come on now, bro. Do you see that shit? All lockout. That's how a slow rep should be like. Listen, for all the people out here who thinking that they train hard, man, you got to understand, if your reps sometimes not looking like exactly that, like you spending 20 seconds on a rep or 30 seconds on a single push-up, you're not training that hard. You can go further. You understand? Like a lot of the times I know in endurance, calisthenics, and street workout, we don't really go to like this crazy high number in order to really go to failure. We complete a certain routine and that's just what we do, right? But a lot of the times, especially when it comes to building muscle at home and you only got your push-ups and your dips to build your chest, bro, go far, man. Like go until you literally cannot move up no more. That's what I want you to do. That's what I just did, right? The reason why I challenged myself with the 5 sets of 12 with 50 kg, which is pretty heavy, and then 5 sets of 14 with the 40 kg is because I was like, if I do a lower weight, I will probably be able to do everything unbroken. But that's not really what I want secretly. What I actually wanted is that I'm going to be failing a couple of sets mindfully. I was like, yo, I gotta fail a couple of sets because that means that I went to failure, and I like that. That is what builds my body up, right? And I did a perfectly good job. So failed a bunch of sets, which was actually perfect, and most sets were unbroken. So it was ideal. It was basically something that I just thought like, yo, I had to do that. I had to make it extremely challenging for myself when it comes to the weights I picked in order to intentionally go to failure and intentionally break the sets. So yeah, that's what I did. So right here, we're doing, I think, 5 sets of 16, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, I broke the set again. Like it's not weird that if you make a big ass routine that you're going to break a couple of sets. It's natural. Don't be scared of it. Don't say like, oh, I broke the set, now it's not effective no more. No, it is effective. You literally went to failure. That is what we want to build muscle, right? That is exactly what we trying to achieve when it comes to building muscle, is muscular failure, real muscular failure, to the point where you cannot move anymore. That is what I want you to do. That is what we all should achieve every single workout. So right here, we're doing a lot of, I think this is 16 still. I don't even know. Some reps in this video or sets are kind of jumbled up and not in the right order, but doesn't really matter. It's about the dip sets and what I did anyway. But yeah, man, this is 400 dips in total. And let me tell you something about dips, because the reason why I have been lacking in push-ups a lot of times, and why I don't really do push-ups anymore that often, is because I'm sorry, but the dip is just such an effective upper body exercise that I don't need to go add extra push-ups. Now I did it. Today I did it with extra ring push-ups, but that's ring push-ups. But normal push-ups, I don't need to really add them in no more at the end of a big dip session, because the dips cover everything that I need to do, or that I usually would do with push-ups. So I don't really need to like hit extra push-ups after to make sure like, oh, I also need to do my push-ups. Nah, if you do dips for your chest, for the primary exercise, you are going to build an overall well-developed chest. If you have very bad genetics in your upper chest, like me, you are going to grow a very, very big lower chest, of course. Then, of course, do your decline push-ups. Maybe do some incline work on weightlifting, stuff like that. Totally fine. All right, that was 5 sets of 14. 16. Boom. Now we got 5 sets of 18 with 20 kg. Let's get it. And that's totally normal. So if something is going to start to lack, it's totally fine. Anyways, right now, as you can see, I just said it, we going to 5 sets of 16, I think, right? Oh, we got 20 kg. So right now we have 5 sets of 18. So 5 sets of 18 is basically what's my favorite set. It was just the weight vest, just doing dips, raw street workout. It felt great. If you, again, want this vest yourself, which is 20 kg, and you can take the weights out very, very easily. You can make it 10 kg, you can make it 5 kg, you can make it 15, you can make it 12, you can make it however you want, and it's very easy, adjustable. Take out the weights very easily, put them in very easily. The link is in the bio. Go ahead and grab yourself a vest. Use the code BARS10 to save quite some money on your order, and you'll be able to do 400 dips with a weight vest, just like me. So yeah, perfect. Am I planning to do this with pull-ups and chin-ups? Yes, I am. I'm not gonna lie, I like this style of training too much for me to not do it with pull. A lot of the times back in the days when I was like 15, 16, I used to also do this with pull-ups, like 5 sets of 10 with this weight, 5 sets of 10 with that weight, 5 sets of 10 with that weight, and doing in total like 5 sets of 25, no, what was it in total? 250 pull-ups in total or something. So that was my style back in the day. I really liked that. If y'all don't know, in my opinion, the greatest endurance athlete out right now is Sergio. Sergio, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not going to do it. But he is literally, in my opinion, the best endurance calisthenics athlete on the planet right now. He doesn't lack anything. He wins most of his battles, and he's an absolute beast. And he does this style of training a lot. I got it from him back in the day when he used to post these routines very, very frequently. I used to also copy those routines, and I was like, yo, fuck it, let me go do it myself. And it's my favorite way to train ever since. All right, bro. Just finished 5 sets of 18. Let's get it. Now we do 5 sets of 20 with 10 kg. I'm absolutely trashed. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Doing a lot of sets, like 4 to 5, 3 to 5 of a certain weight, then dropping it down, do 3 to 5 sets with that, 3 to 5 sets with that, 3 to 5 sets with that. You can do it with every single exercise. I've done it with squats. It was a scary ass workout, boy. Ooh! The last time I did that shit with squats was absolutely atrocious. I destroyed my legs, bro. It was 5 sets of 10 with the highest weight, then 5 sets of 10 with a low weight, then 5 sets of 10 with even lower weight. And I was doing 25 sets of 10 basically on the squats. It was so awful. Oh, bro, I still remember that day. I'm going to do it, though. I think that's a good workout to do. I can even do that at home. Fuck it. Let me do that. Tomorrow I got pool day. After that, I got leg day. I'm going to do that shit. 250 weighted squats. I'm gonna show it to y'all too. Then we're gonna do some what should we do? Sissy squats, some pistol squats maybe, and then some Nordic curls or whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Anyways, as you can see, we arrived at the last round of today's workout. We did 5 sets of 20. No, 5 sets of 20 with 10 kg. Excuse me. This was the easiest part of the workout, but did feel the greatest because I could, like, you know, do the fast rep street workout style type shit. And that's it, man. So yeah, enjoy these last few reps, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video, man. And before I go, check the link in the bios for the programs. Grab yourself a little program, get started on your own rep journey, and I will help you personally in the Bars Only Academy, which is also linked in the description. Anyways, with that being said, goodbye. All right, I officially did it. Every single set that needed to be done for this workout is officially completed. The last 5 sets were the easiest. I'm not gonna lie, they weren't that difficult. It was 5 sets of 20. As you can see, stop playing with me. Boom, that's it. 5 sets of 20 done. So summary of this little dip workout, is 400 fucking weighted dips. Most people can't even fathom that shit. 5 sets of 12 with 50 kg, 5 sets of 14, 40 kg, 5 sets of 16, 30 kg, 5 sets of 18 with 20 kg, 5 sets of 20 with 10 kg, 22 pounds. That's it. Full workout is done. I'm still gonna go do some ring push-ups. Not gonna be showing you that. I still go do more ring push-ups after I'm completed with this dip set, right? So please don't act like, oh, he's not doing it because he's not doing it on film. Have you ever seen me shit? Have you ever seen me taking a leak? Does that mean I don't take leaks? Exactly. I still pee and I still take shits. So yeah, man, that was a workout. I appreciate you for watching. And again, all the equipment I used in today's video, the weight vest, the weight belt, the dip bars even, is all from gorenation.com. Go to the link in the bio, check out what you want to get for your home gym, for your calisthenics progress, and use the code BARS10 for 10% off while you're at it. Why don't you want that, right? Go ahead and get that right now, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. And as always, make the sacrifice. Stay resilient.